Hey everyone, welcome back to my game development log. I apologize for my absence over the past few months. I have been working hard on architectural redesign of the game, so I didn't have anything to post. Right now I'm finishing my semester, so I'm having a lot of exams and I also need to remember about my job, but I've never forgotten about the game. I'm still working on it. It's just I don't have enough time to record everything and create videos. So I think some of the stuff that I have added to the game might be interesting to you. So let's start. For the time being, I have implemented more advanced AI for our enemies, giving them more realistic and challenging behaviors. Additionally, I have added new enemy spawners to create a more dynamic and unpredictable gameplay experience. And what is that architectural redesign that I'm talking about that much? That's mostly the changing the way of looking at things. In short, if the game used to work through different systems and didn't depend on each other at all, now the game is like a big tree. At the very top is the game installer. It's gonna install various services into the game. For example, the enemy settings service, the randomizer service, saving service, or whatever other services that we'll need in the game in the future. I load everything asynchronously, one by one, therefore I can't initialize anything that hasn't been loaded yet. So I created a game initializer. I plan to use it as a base for many of my future games, so I'm investing a lot of time in this architecture. Sorry guys. In the game initializer there is only one function that's called initialize. This function contains everything needed to install and launch the game. For example, download and initialize the enemies, or download and initialize the heroes, towers, etc. And the next big change is in enemy waves. Right now, each wave will generate a random number of foes at different spawn points until the game ends. The biggest change I made was to add some pretty encirclement of enemies for the hero. I really thought that Unity would be able to do that on its own, but it turns out it wasn't. Enemies would always hit each other, or didn't stand up properly, or don't circle around the enemies, and after studying that a little, I realized that it turns out there is no one general solution that would work for everyone, and that there was even a GDC talk about this a long time ago. It was called AI navigation. It's not a solved problem yet. The link will be in the description if you are interested in what was said there. In order to create this encirclement that I desired, I conducted a very lengthy research, and I wanted it to be similar to that of like Warcraft 3 or StarCraft. And because of this, I had to rewrite my code a bit. I used a system called Sonar Avoidance, which isn't actually too complicated to understand. So the basic idea of it is that each character creates a circle around it and then constantly checks for nearby obstacles. After the scan, they will just determine the best possible path and go along it. Unlike the Unity's number system, they can easily see other agents too and bypass them. However, if you have experience with games, you might be wondering right now, if they are constantly scanning for obstacles and I have thousands of characters, wouldn't that be a performance issue? And if you thought so, then you did it right. And since I'm too dumb to rewrite the Unity's AI system so that it would work without any problems with performance, the Asset Store comes as a rescue. In the Asset Store, I found an excellent implementation of this logic on Dots. Dots is a system specifically designed to make the game run smoothly and efficiently, and this saved me a lot of stress in the long run. So, children, if anyone ever tells you assets are bad, them in the knee. And since the video was small and I still have a lot of finishing touches in architecture, the next video will be after the end of the exams. And it will be much longer, and I will talk about how I generally manage to work and study and make a game, also record videos for YouTube and sometimes socialize. The short answer for that is no, I can't. But for the long one, wait a bit. Thank you very much for your efforts. Watch this video, and if I bring at least some information to your life with this video, I'm very happy. See you soon!